Good day buddies, I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we'll be featuring one of my ant farms, which housing 5 different colonies that's living together. Anyway, it's also time to do a new dare. Since our last dare video had already reached the 500 likes milestone, all of the old dares submitted are still here on this wheel. Except for those who have already picked before. And a lot of new dares from you buddies will be added to the wheel. And I'm telling you, the dares are getting crazier. I hope we can keep up as some of the dares are looking kinda expensive. Anyway, let's pick a new dare, or should we say dares? As our buddy and Roblox, who got this sweet and inspiring comment, is daring us to pick 2 dares instead of only 1. Does his dare included in the 2, or? Never mind, we'll be picking additional 2 dares to be safe. Let's get to the first, or second one. And we got the dare from our buddy Alexander. And he's daring us to reveal how many subscribers the channel have. To be honest, I don't plan to reveal it yet. But it's a dare from you buddies, so let's do it. And done. You can check it now buddies, in case you didn't notice it earlier. Anyway, let's pick the third dare. The dare is from our buddy Phoebe, who's daring us to make another vertical nest, which is reusable, and easy to clean. Where we will be designing the tunnels, but the ants shouldn't be losing their chance to dig. There's a lot of details on this one buddies, so let me just process it for a bit. Anyway, welcome back buddies. And for those new to the channel, you're also welcome to DColonyyt. Okay, let's get the dare done. We will be using acrylic glass as our main material as usual. We need at least 1 of this acrylic frames. You can cut and make this using a table saw, or a grinder, or even using a manual cutting saw, as we did on some of our past videos. You can also ask your acrylic supplier to cut it, for additional fee, or sometimes even free. Anyway, we'll be drilling some holes for the magnets. I'm cutting small pieces of acrylics to cover the back of each holes, so our magnets will not get moistened every time we hydrate our DIY nest later on. Anyway, now that these dares are accepted, I also dare you to like this video, and if it reaches 1,000 likes, we'll be again picking a new dare from one of you buddies, and who knows, it might be your dares we're gonna pick next. You can also share this video to speed up the progress on reaching the milestone. Don't forget to also drop your dares on the comments. The main purpose of our magnets is to obviously hold the front glass, making it removable. So the cleaning will be a lot easier, and will be making our DIY nest absolutely reusable. We can now drop the concrete mix inside, and start designing the chambers. To make the tunnels, we're using sand. This will let the ants dig later. We need to moisten the sand a little bit, so it will not get easily deformed. While we're setting the second layer of concrete, in this episode buddies, I'm using 1 part cement, and 3 parts sand. But the mixture on our concrete blocks video will also work here, depending on the species we're housing. Our DIY vertical nest 2.0 is done. I know buddies, the chambers doesn't look good, since we design it on the spot, without any plans. But I guess it's fine since it's our first time doing this method. Anyway, I let it dry for 48 hours before introducing a colony to the nest. And the lucky ant colony will be our diacama ants. They badly needed a new nest since their current setup is really dirty now. The mess on the glass buddies was the top level of the soil that I dug out, cause it's covering the ant farm's expansion port. Anyway, the worker ants didn't waste time and instantly started their new digging project. I also needed to uproot the turtle vines here buddies, and planted it to a pot. I got stung maybe 6 times doing that. I needed to do it since I plan to make a heavy cleaning on the old and dirty ant farm after they fully migrated to the new nest. I will be giving them a temporary outworld to have some time on doing the maintenance. I need to be very careful in cleaning the old outworld buddies, since 4 other colonies is living with the diacamas. Like this Fdolly ant colony, which is being hunted by the diacama ants every now and then. But they're still here, thriving. Transporting their broods to other spots, whenever the diacamas started digging them. They're literally one of the cleanup crew here, since their main food source is scavenging the diacama food leftovers. But, how did this colony get here? Well, I guess the queen landed on this terrarium from her nuptial flight. Since this ant farm was open, and originally located near a window, I discovered them living here for 7 months now, and since then, I've been a fan of the 2 colonies' interactions. I hope we can collect most of their colony members, including the queen, so they will still be present, and live with the diacamas on their new outworld. Anyway, the 3rd colony living here buddies was a colony of buffalo beetles, which is accidentally introduced. As shown on their previous update, I'm feeding buffalo beetles larvae to the colony. I believe some larvae survive, pupate, and reached adulthood in the terrarium, which later on reproduce, and now thriving on the ant farm. As we can see, some beetles are present here on the 3rd tub of soil I collected on the ant farm. The 1st and 2nd tub got more beetles. It's around 30 plus beetles on each of the tub, I guess. They've been a great part of the cleanup crew here buddies, so they will still be part of the diacama's new outworld for sure. Anyway, the 4th and 5th colonies was already met by most of you buddies. The Springtails and Isopods colony. Not this Isopods, since we replaced them with the smaller species in the past. Cause this bigger species isn't good for small setups. I'm excited to do the maintenance and redesign the outworld for multiple species survival. We'll be making another episode soon buddies, for the full migration, and on what happens to the maintenance and reintroduction of the species. I just hope you have learned something from this video guys. Be a genie for the first time, by granting my wish in tapping the like and share button, that would help a lot. This is DColonyyt, saying goodbye, for now, but hoping to see you on my next videos.